before this video started, bro, I'm not gonna lie. It's an echo. I don't know why. Anybody who's very in tune with the audio, bro, and how everything works, please let me know. Text me on my Instagram. Comment on the video something. I need it, bro. I've been working on this audio for like weeks, bro, trying to get this right. I mean, it sounds good. It's just the echo, bro. I need to learn how to get away with the echo. However, this video is very informational and it's a good topic, bro. So y'all should tune in. All right, I'm going. YouTube, man, what's going on? It's your boy DreeTooOfficial back with another video. Right now it is currently 10:36. I have to be up at 5 in the morning, but I was like, man, I need to record a video. I don't know why I had so much energy, and I'm on this type of timing to where like on some motivational shit. You know what I'm saying? On some inspirational shit. You know? Nah, but on a serious note though, I'm really on some like informative stuff, like, cause I know a lot of people have different views when it comes to college and if they think it's a scam, if they think it's worth it. In my opinion, bro, I think that college is only useful for the jobs that actually need it. Like, for example, a doctor or engineering and stuff like that. Like, I feel like those are the jobs that's needed, that college is needed for, right? Other jobs like businesses, what else? What are the other majors in college? But the main thing I think is business, bro. Because a lot of times, most people don't know what they want to major in, so they go into college and do business and administration. I'm one of those people. I know a lot of people who has stayed for 4 to 6 years getting a bachelor's degree, X, Y, and Z in business and administration, and it's still hard for them to find a job. You know what I'm saying? Now, in this video, it's something different. You know what I'm saying? I don't never really react to videos like this, but the title of this video is 1 millionaire dropout versus 10 college students, right? Now, this video is an hour long, but I'm not watching the whole hour. You know what I'm saying? I'm not watching the whole hour, but I am going to watch a couple of parts and, you know what I'm saying, just put my comment into it and what I think about it. Y'all let me know in the comment section, do y'all think college is a scam? Do y'all think college is needed? Do you think not? Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think. Before I start this video, man, if you're new and you ride with the vibes and this video catches your attention, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you, I'm asking you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't feel like hitting the subscribe button, that's cool. All my people who are already subscribed and have been following for a little minute, hey, hit that fast. Not kind of my stupid ass. Nah, but I appreciate y'all, whether you're subscribed or not. I appreciate you for coming out and even showing support. You know what I'm saying? But enough chit chatting, man. I've been talking out y'all. Let's get to the video.
I want to talk about the course that you're selling. There we go then. That admits it.
I hate to be that guy, but I'm actually going to agree with you on this.
Oh my god, here we go.
I'm going to click. Success at a young age is usually because of luck, not skill.
Most people like you as scammers. I'm not saying you're a scammer.
My first business was selling weed.
Okay.
When I was 13.
Provide what? This is a very general claim. Do I want land like it's the 1800s?
You know what? I'm head over heels for you. I'm gonna, whatever you're doing, you're with me now. I'll provide, I'll take care of you. Do you think a doctor's jealous of you?
Mr. Andrew Tate is just a...
Alright, now, in this video, I'm going to try to go in with an open mindset and understand both sides. You know what I'm saying? But I already have my preference and what I think I'm going to say. So, man,
clear-cut scam. I mean, it's...
Like, we're going on a whole tangent based on what?
I'm probably like walking example that college is a scam. So, my name is Samir. I'm a high school dropout. I dropped out when I was 16. I've made a fair share of money online, around $40 million over the last couple of years. I have a online program where we teach people how to do the same. And yeah, I'm probably like walking example that college is a scam. So that's why we have you guys here today to debate me and see who wins.
Most people who work or will work 9 to 5 jobs are secretly jealous of entrepreneurs.
Hello.
How you doing?
My name is Paul Fabian. I'm a current medic, future cardiothoracic surgeon, hopefully West Side. Do you think a doctor's jealous of you? Do you think, I mean, the point was that people that were...
What the fuck? What the fuck? But I'm here for informational purposes only. This nigga came in and said this.
Who wins?
Most people who work in will work 9 to 5 jobs are secretly jealous
What
of
the
entrepreneurs.
fuck, bro? These people not real, bro. These AI.
Hello.
How you doing?
My name is Paul Fabian. I'm a current medic.
I'm a current medic, future cardiothoracic surgeon, hopefully. Then begin to say, no, West Side. Stupid ass.
Future cardiothoracic surgeon, hopefully West Side. Do you think a doctor's jealous of you? Do you think, I mean, the point was that people that work a 9 to 5 are jealous of entrepreneurs, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think like a primary school teacher that's helping children learn languages and helping children in special needs education overcome difficulties jealous of, money's not everything, like Dave says in Picture Me, fuck the money, tell me more about you, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm kind of going for. I'm sure there are some people that are jealous of you, but I think there are also a good majority or a good portion of people that aren't jealous of people, entrepreneurs.
So I agree to some extent. The beautiful thing about money and entrepreneurship is you can do whatever you please and you can help whoever you please. So for example, in my example, I love education. Even though I'm a dropout, over the last 2 years, I spent over $1 million building schools around Africa. That's something that is a passion of mine outside of money. But I do think as a person, you can make way more of an impact by focusing on entrepreneurships. And let's be honest too, if you have the ability to do whatever you want, whenever you want, and help whoever you want, I think that's the ultimate win. And I think a lot of people do have underlying jealousy of that because not only can you help people, but you can also be whoever you want, if that makes sense.
Yeah, just to come to that point, so I'm a medic, so a lot of it will kind of go back to just medicine in general.
Yeah.
Would you trust a self-educated doctor?
I would.
You would trust a self-educated?
I would trust a
A
self-educated.
surgeon that's learned by himself with no external certification?
I would.
So if she claimed to be able to do heart surgery, you trust her to operate on your mother?
Well, if she's qualified in the sense where she's done other surgeries, I would. Yeah, I think the ideology of going to, let's say, college to learn something only goes to a certain extent, right? Like, for example, not 100% of people that learn to be a heart surgeon become a heart surgeon. I don't know the exact statistic.
See, that was the point that I was making in the beginning of the video, in the intro of this video. That's the point that I was making. A lot of people get degrees in certain things and still are unable to get that job, are still unable to pursue that career. Now, he also said, if you think about it, if you're able to do whatever you want, whenever you want, and help whoever you want, whenever you want, that's the ultimate goal. I totally agree with that. Because me, for example, I think one of my passions is influencing the generation below me to do better. You know what I'm saying? To do better with your life, to see different things, and just basically growth, And if I have no influence, how would I be able to... If I have no influence, how would I be able to influence? If you understand what I'm saying, like if I go up to a random kid right now, right? I go up to a random kid and I tell him, "Hey, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do, you can do it. Stay out the streets, stay in the books, read, I put him on game and shit like that, right? It may make sense, and what I'm telling him may has a lot of value. But if I have no influence, if I'm just a regular person coming to him and talk to him, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna go through one ear out the other. You know what I'm saying? A lot of kids nowadays, especially in this generation, they take more of what people with influence say than what a nobody would say. It's just like this, for example. If somebody told me, only take advice from the person who you want to be when you grow up. So if I come and I pull up on this guy who's, I don't know, around 17, 18 years old, right? And I pull up on him in a dirty truck, dirty clothes. I look like I have nothing going for myself. And I try to put him on game with something. 9 times out of 10, not gonna listen. If a homeless man come up to you and give you game, are you gonna listen to him? You see what I'm saying?
I know a lot of people fail. Now, I'm not saying that I would prefer it, but I do think that college and having a job shouldn't be the only qualification to do a certain task.
I agree, but I think jobs like that, where you're quite vulnerable when you put a lot of trust on someone like heart surgery, or even any doctor, or even professions like teaching, any profession where you're working with vulnerable people and require a lot of trust, I think it's good that they have a board that demonstrates a standard across, because a lot of people could self-certify and say that there are a certain standard, but having a board that is voted in by the public, a democratic process where we trust the board, we trust the public members, because I wouldn't want my mother being operated by someone like Andrew Tate claiming he could do heart surgery, or a butcher or a barber. I would want someone that's done 5 years of medical school, passed all the exams, shown that they put the dedication, the work in, who's done 8 years, has done 2 years of foundation training, 9 years of specialty training. And then I'm like, okay, finally, you know what, you put in the hours, you've shown, you've learned from people that are in the field. Okay, fair enough, like, I can finally let you operate on my heart, or my mother's heart, or my dad's heart, which isn't great right now, but hopefully.
Sorry to hear that. Well, I will say this. So we are taking an outlier example of heart surgeons and like very, very professional people. When I think the question goes to 9-to-5ers, I'm thinking of a mass majority of people who work behind a cubicle, people who necessarily kind of live a very routine-based life of going to work, coming home, watching TV, going to sleep. If I'm talking about the mass majority of people, I do feel those people are very jealous. I mean, how could you not be when there's people on your feed that are half your age traveling the world doing whatever they want? I think there's an underlying sense of jealousy. And I think when a lot of people have this conversation, they always bring up the outlier example of medicine and this and...
Well, you said how could you not be jealous? I think the way, like, how could you not be jealous? I look at it as how could you be jealous? You know what I'm saying? How could you be jealous? Because just like how all of these people half your age are living the life that you want to live, making more money than you while working less, just like they were able to put in the work and do it, you're able to do the same thing. Like, now granted, not everybody is supposed to be an entrepreneur. Not everybody is, you know what I'm saying, supposed to be an entrepreneur, but if someone has this desire to be an entrepreneur or do whatever that they want to do and they see everybody else doing it, why not try yourself? Where's the jealousy come from? Because listen, I say this because at one time I was the jealous one. I was the one looking at basketball highlights of these high schoolers getting all this attention, getting all these offers, and I wanted that. I was jealous and I was envy. But you know what that did to me? That didn't do nothing but break down my confidence level and stir me off of my path, because you got to understand that everybody has their own path, everybody has their own way. Now, if I'm too busy being envious to the next man, how am I going to be able to focus on the path that's in front of me for me? You know what I'm saying? So, but there's still a lot of people who are like that, so, I mean.
Whereas, like, that's not the mass majority. The mass majority are people who live very depressing lives behind a cubicle.
To be fair, I agree with you on that part. Like, I feel like there's a lot of people that are happy to be in the comfort zone and work for corporations that are purely profit driven.
Yeah.
I'll raise the own flag. I'm tired of talking.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, it was nice talking to you.
Yeah.
University is a complete waste of time.
It's a question I've been waiting for, Chad.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Namoya. Nice to meet
Nice to
you.
meet you.
Again, another medic. However,
We got so many medics now.
I know.
Yeah.
But my point is centered not just around medicine or an outlier.
Okay.
It's around the concept of university. I think it's misleading to people to think that you go to university just to get a job.
Yeah.
Even though I'm in a vocational degree where, I hope at the end of it I can be a doctor afterwards. But the point of university is higher education. I think the pursuit of knowledge has been disregarded and undervalued. Even in the beginning, when universities were created, they were rich people who wanted to learn more most of the time. And so the thought that it's a complete waste of time is only, I think, through the lens of to make money and to have a job. And I do think that needs to be addressed. But the pursuit of knowledge by institution, which has people, can collect people who can do research, who can teach, isn't a waste of time.
Okay, so a couple points there I'm going to disagree with you with. So the first thing is I do agree education is very important. I think that everyone should educate, but I don't think university is the best form of education. I think that university was created to keep people in a system, and I think that the best form of education is actually self-education outside of university. Myself, for example, I found it very hard to learn in school. I found it quite difficult. However, I found it very easy to teach myself certain things. And I do know that I'm an outlier, but But I think if more people are open to self-education, more people would actually end up knowing more. I think a mass majority of people that go through university are, one, a lot of people do get it paid for by their parents or other people. They waste the time playing video games at night and not actually focusing on what they want to do. They switch career paths because they don't really know what they want, and they never really take matters in their own hands because they've kind of been plopped into a system.
Man, fuck all that. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. I feel like depending on what you going to college for, it's a scam, literally. Cause bro, first of all, college and a course is no difference between the two, meaning that any outcome is you're not always gonna find a job. Like, and if you go into college, you're not always gonna find a job that requires your degree. If you take a course, you're not always required that's gonna make money that is pertaining to the skill that you are learning from this course, unless you apply yourself, right? But my thing is, for example, college, in my opinion, I feel it's low key. It's a business. Not even low key. College is a business, right? But my only thing is, if I'm coming to college for a business and administration, fucking like if my fucking major, I was required on this application to put on what my majors and my minors are. If I don't have no minors and I put only a major of business and administration, I spent 4 years learning math, science, reading, and history. Why the fuck am I coming back to college to learn the same shit just a little bit deeper? Just a little bit deeper. Twin, I went to college 1.5 years. I owe 5 bands for learning the same shit I learned in high school. Are we okay? Like, what are we talking about? See, the thing is with courses, though, if you want to learn a specific thing, you're going to learn that specific thing. However, it just with courses, you just have to find out who's real and who's not, who's scamming and who's not. That's what I feel like the difference is when it comes to a course in college. Like, what the fuck are we talking about, bro? That's just my opinion, though. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think, bro.
Right. I do want to say something else too, that you mentioned that universities were created by rich people to learn more. I disagree. I've looked into this a little bit. I do think universities were created so people can stay within a system. I think if universities didn't exist, people wouldn't be stuck fives. And I do think that there's a lot of psyop around it to where you have to go to the job, you have to learn at a university, or you're a failure and you're losing. And I think that ideology keeps so many people in a system that makes them depressed, that makes them sad. And I don't think that's a good thing.
I do agree with the psyop, and I don't think everyone should go to university. But I do think the structure can be very useful, especially when it's changed. I agree with that. Needs to be institutional change in universities.
Okay.
However, when you say self-learning, it triggers me a little bit, only because there are many things you can learn by yourself very, very well. And there are many things people teach themselves and get very wrong, and then have very wrong ideas, whether that comes obviously from a health point of view, people using a hot air dryer to cure COVID and things like that. And this is coming
That's a very extreme example, but yeah.
This was going around WhatsApp, and this is from self-education, which I think is very useful, even if you're in uni.
I think if anybody's using a hot dryer to cure COVID, they're just dumb to begin with. And I think those people are just cooked, so I don't agree. But yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Most people like Samir are scammers who just sell courses.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a race. I'm Rania, nice to meet you. I'm doing international law as my master's. I want to talk about the course that you're selling. I really want to talk about it. I mean, it's such a typical thing for people to brand themselves as millionaires on the internet, because us as normal people, we have no way of verifying. We're not going to go through your bank statements. And we're looking, as you said, people are jealous. I actually agree with you with that, because I think a lot of people come from low-income households. That's how the whole capitalistic system works, right? We exploit those people. They're looking at you, they're like, I want to travel. I want to live this beautiful life. Why can't I do that? And I'm sat here behind a cubicle. I think I completely agree with you with that. So when you sell this course, right, and you're selling your lifestyle, which is what you're doing, it's very much branded, very much PR, and those people who are in desperate situations are looking at that. Do you not think that you're somewhat exploiting the vulnerable?
So, great point, by the way. The most common message I get to this day is, hey man, watch this video you had, tried it out, it's working well, thank you so much. I have over 15 hours of free content exposing everything I do, going through everything. No, I've never pushed anybody to buy a course or buy my course. Anytime I do a video like this, I always say, if you guys want to learn more, we have free content on our channel. Anybody in this room can sit down, if they actually try, take out a pen and a note paper and watch the free content, try on their own, and I don't make $1 out of that. Before I had any sort of program, before I did any sort of events, I had hours and hours of free content online where people can watch. And again, to this day, the most common message I get is, hey, watch this video, this worked out, I want to say thank you, or hey, this worked, love it, thank you. So I disagree with that point. It might come off like I use my lifestyle to sell a course, but if you do a little digging, you'd see that a majority of the stuff I put out is free education.
There's 3 points.
You have to think about it too, though, bro. You can say he pushes his lifestyle to sell his course. It just this goes back to what I was saying, bro. One, you have to choose or determine whether it's a scam or not, for one. For two, just like I was saying earlier, bro, if a homeless man come up to you trying to give you game about money, are you going to listen to him? That's my point.
I want to disagree that. So number one, do a little digging. We can't. The reality, unless like I'm completely, I know, you know, those weird cyber hackers like from Anonymous that can really figure out, well, I'm not going to trust anything that you say to me because you're selling me something.
No, I have YouTube videos where I don't pitch at all. There's 3-hour like free guides where it's just like, okay, this is one of the stores I did.
But that's technically pitching because you're still marketing, especially with the free stuff as well.
So me teaching people how to do something and not telling them to buy anything is bad?
Yeah, it is. Let me explain. Let me explain.
Explain how
it's a marketing gimmick, just like we sell free samples at a store, okay?
I don't agree.
Let me explain though. So you're giving 16 hours, that's your, let's say, semi-philanthropic, I can't say that word, right, work, okay? You're giving people some tools. So these people go do those free hours and they really get into it, and then it gets to a point where you go like, well, if you want to know more, buy my course.
I think it's very easy for you to say that because you're not in my position. I've had single fathers text me and say, hey, like I tried this stuff and because of that, I'm able to like feed my kid or do this or anything like that. I put out free content to help people, and it's people like you that make it seem bad that I'm helping people.
I'm not trying to make it seem bad because you as a human being, I can never judge you. I'm seeing you as what you are and what you're selling, which is almost corporation-like.
No, you just said that the free education we have is like giving out free samples.
It's a marketing gimmick because you need to see yourself as a corporation. When you're doing branding, when you're doing marketing, when you're doing free samples, this is exactly the same things that marketing corporations do to the public, to their users or their viewers or to whoever the consumers are. I'm not saying you individually are a bad person. I'm saying there's no way for the vulnerable consumer to trust you, ever.
I don't agree. I think after 16 hours of free content and multiple people who have tried it and
I don't agree with that either, because it's the same way, bro. It's the same way as college. If somebody comes to you with the certifications and the degrees that they need to get, like what bro was saying before, about the brain surgeon or heart surgeon, if he has these amount of certifications, this amount of degrees, and he's shown that he's put the work in and he's learned from people who has been in that position, okay, now I can trust you to do heart surgery on my mom. Same thing with a course. If this man is showing you all the information that he has learned, if he's telling you the things and putting you on game, you apply it and it works, how can you not trust that? It's the same thing, just different situations, is it not? Because his knowledge and his skills are his certifications and his degrees. Now, when you apply that and it works, those are the results, is it not? Is that not like proof to trust him? I don't know. That's how I see it.
Actually made money from it, that's where the real kicker comes into play. If you're taking the example of like these large corporations, are people actually benefiting from the free stuff they give? Who knows? People benefit from the free stuff we give. I get nothing out of telling people to watch our free content and try it on their own. I've specifically had videos that say, hey, don't buy a course, not even mine, anybody's course, if you haven't made money from the free content. That's one of our most viral videos of me saying that.
That's 5 flags.
Okay.
All right.
You guys can do a point, though. I'm not gonna lie. This is the last one I'm gonna do.
I don't fully agree with her. I think the sort of personal attacks on your business, not that they're unjustified. I've not looked into you, but I'm not going to go down that route. I'm going to go with what you said. You said so most people that do what you do are scammers. I wholeheartedly believe that. I think that if you look at the goat of course selling online, Mr. Andrew Tate, I think if you look at him, it's just a clear-cut scam. I mean, it's pyramid scheme. It's if you sign up more people, then you get more money. It's £50 a month, and and the way that you make money is you post videos of him, and obviously he's got a couple of charges as well. So but let's not go down that route. And I think whatever sort of testimonials you can have, I think it's kind of weak. There's no way to sort of verify it. Trustpilot has got a massive problem right now where you can just pay for fake reviews, right? So there's no way to verify that what you're saying is true, that what most people are doing is true. And to be honest, I mean, it makes sort of financial sense, right? If you could just go online and you could just lie and say, I made this guy a $20 billion gazillion, right? And there's no way for me to verify that. And then you say, but if you give me 10 grand and I could do the same for you, then that's just sort of, it makes sense. That's the way that you make money, not, through being philanthropical or through actually doing the course yourself.
So the question to you, for me in particular, do you think that I've made most of my money from courses or from what I've done?
I don't know where your financials come from. You can tell me where you made most of your money.
From what I've done. And okay. I'm curious, like if I showed you guys, let's say like a dashboard or something of the money that we've made online, would that change your opinion on the people online if they're scammers versus if they've
that wouldn't change my opinion because again, you could be the outlier. This is the thing, right? I'm saying that most people like you are scammers. I'm not saying you're a scammer. Okay. And most people like you, they can just go online, they can go on a Shopify, they can inspect Element, and then they can just change it to $20 billion revenue in November.
So I want to attack that first point you made, right? So the question was, the mass majority of people like me online that are selling courses are scammers, right? I think there's a huge divide in my personal experience for people that are widely successful to people who don't do that well, and that is actually gullibility. People who go online and make content like myself typically all have free content, free education. For me, when I started out, I actually never bought a course or mentorship. I scraped as much free content as I could. I had a binder about yay thick of all the content that I went, and I tried as many things as I can without spending a dime on a course. A majority of these people online, I'm not saying they're all not scammers, because I know some of the scammers myself, so I know a lot of them are not the best people, but they all have free content that people can go and watch and take notes on and try whatever model they preach. There's always free content out there.
But why would that make it not a scam though? Just because you can get free just because you can get free content. I mean, going back to her point, that's just a free sample, right? Yeah. Why would that make it not a scam?
So if there's a video, let's say like a 5-hour video on how to do this one thing, and you do it and you make money from it, is that a scam if you don't buy their program or buy their course? Like, what about that is a scam? Because to me, it's just free education. It's like somebody is, even if you don't buy their thing, what about it is a scam? Like, okay, I get it if you watch something and before they give you the big drop, they're like, oh, buy my course now.
Right, but even if it's
5 flags.
Okay.
Fair.
Good talk.
Good talk, yeah.
Oh, wow. All right, so based on that, I mean, that last conversation, I really didn't have much to say because I do know a lot of people in that space are scamming. However, I feel like that's depends within you though, like to actually decipher and see if he's actually scamming. Just like I was saying, like if he's showing proof of how much that he's made off of the things that he's selling within the course, not the actual course within itself, but the skills that he has used earn him this amount of money. Also, if he has a content creator, I mean, if you have a Instagram page, if you have a YouTube page, and you go on his page and he's giving you information and you try it out, but actually try it out and it works a little bit, and it's like, okay, but he's only giving you the scrubs, basically reeling you in. If that, what he's telling you is working, I feel like that is like kind of like a verification in my opinion. But I mean, everybody has their different looks and aspects on this topic. Me, honestly, I probably bought one course, and I'm not even gonna say it was a scam. Reason being is because I bought the course and I just never applied myself. Like, I just wasted. I think it was like $500. I wasted $500, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's neither here nor there, but I really feel like you have to do your homework and your research before you buy a course. It's just like anything else. Like obviously, like it's different levels to a scam. Like you got the obvious scam. Oh yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Send me $10 on Cash App. I send you 100. Nobody gonna do that shit. But then you have the scams to where they're showing their lifestyle, or they're showing their fake lifestyle, renting cars, making fake profit, making fake profit pictures and shit like that. Okay, that's a different scam. But then you have the actual one who has shown you his lifestyle, has given you the information that he knows, told you to apply it first before you even try to join the course. If you apply that to whatever you're doing and it's working, it's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna trust him. Now, whatever happens after you buy the course and the information that he's giving you is valuable, and it's actually a group of people who are talking how they won, how they made this amount of money, how they did this and how they did that. Okay, you feel me? I feel like I'm chatting, I'm rambling, bro, but I feel like this is a great topic, bro. It's a great topic because like the main title of the video is One Millionaire Dropout versus 10 college students. You see what I'm saying? And and this is not no biased answer. I think this is actually a statistic. Hold on, actually let me look it up. Okay. Actually I was wrong. That's why you fact check. Stupid ass. Nah, what I was gonna say was, I guess it is a biased answer, I guess, then. But what I was gonna say is, like, I've seen more dropouts. And people who don't have a degree, make more money than people who has degrees. Is what I was gonna say. I guess that's a biased answer, but yeah. I mean, I really feel like it all depends on how much you apply yourself, really. Cause what I like to tell everybody who watch my videos, all of my supporters or family, I like to say whatever you apply yourself to and actually believe in, you can accomplish it, bro. For real, for real. And if you don't accomplish that, then you are going to accomplish something within that area. You feel me? At the end of the day, regardless if you're a dropout or a college student, if you're living the life that you want to live and you wake up happy every day going to that job or doing whatever you're doing, then you're successful, man. I'm not even talking about the money. I'm not even talking about the opportunities, bro. I'm talking about you and your happiness. If you get up every day and you're happy about going to that desk job, you're successful, bro. You're good because you're happy about what you're doing. So your job is not gonna be a job anymore. It's just gonna be fucking fun. You feel me? It's not gonna feel like a job. Now, on the other hand, if you're waking up and I gotta go to this job I don't like, you still got some stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like anybody can accomplish whatever they want to do, bro. That's my honest opinion. You know what I'm saying? But everybody has their own opinions. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think. This is a little longer video. I think I might do a part 2 of this because this is a conversation that I do like. But it's your boy DreeTooOfficial, and I'm on, man. Gang.